just a couple days ago now, we finally had Biden's first national address.
And what a disaster that
Oh
was.
my God. Yeah, let's go through that real quick. So, right off the bat, he starts off by wearing a mask to walk down an empty hallway in the White House where he lives.
That's not staged at all, though. He does that every day, even without the cameras there.
Well, see, he does that. Okay, so he walks down an empty hallway with a mask, right, to start speaking. I was watching it live, and if you notice at the end, he never replaces the mask. At the end, he turns and he just starts walking away while a reporter's trying to ask him a question. He just turns and nope, I'm out. That was it. I read the prompter. I did what I had to do. But he doesn't replace the mask to walk back. He just wore it out for appearances. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like that Forrest Gump moment where he catches the ball and just runs it through the end zone and keeps on going and going and going. Oh, wait, where are you going?
Oh my God. So yeah, and not only that, but this first national address, it was more than 50 days after his inauguration.
That was longer than any other president.
Right, and that's the first time we're hearing from him, and that's how he starts. And then he comes out and he says, I carry a card in my pocket with the current number of people who have died of COVID. And then he pulls out a schedule, which apparently has the number jotted on the back. So, I mean, how full of shit do you have to be? You know what I mean? You're not carrying around the current count. You know what I mean? Like, so you wanted to say that in your speech. Your speechwriter wrote it in there. You jotted down some number on the back of your schedule, and you know what I mean? It's all virtual signaling.
You can tell everything he says is not genuine and is bullshit. You could just hear it in his tone.
He's a 47-year politician, and then people act shocked and appalled when he acts like a 47-year politician. And then not only that, but then he goes into the spiel and he starts. He says that Asian Americans are in fear for their lives as they walk down the street because of hate crimes. Now, I don't know what he's talking about. I've seen like the left-wing media has tried making a story with this and saying it. And I'll tell you though, other than them trying to say it, I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? Like, if you go back to the riots and the clashes between, like, Antifa and right-wingers, like, you saw that shit. Yeah. Every day, videos all over online. Mostly of right-wingers getting lumped the fuck up. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It was all from people's cell phone cameras.
Getting crowd jumped and all that stuff. Yeah, so if there was a big problem with Asian Americans being assaulted right now for hate crimes because... Basically what they're trying to say is that, basically they're saying us, the right wing, is being prejudiced and white supremacist like we always are, and we're out there attacking and assaulting Asians because they are responsible for COVID.
Which, the people...
And if that was the case, you would see it all over online. Nothing stays...
All you see is Trump supporters getting attacked and conservatives getting attacked. Of all nationalities.
Well, they never talk about that, though.
Right. And Trump supporters and conservatives have all nationalities within the group, and it's not being labeled as a hate crime. So what about if you want to make it an issue like a hate crime issue? What about those people in the group? You get what I'm saying? Like as a whole.
Yeah, kind of. But for that, you'd have to understand that the tactics that they use they're just tactics. So like they just say these things. You know what I mean? They can just claim you're a racist bigot. It doesn't have to have any facts or proof behind it. It doesn't have to actually mirror what you're acting like in real life. They just say it, and then they say it enough, and the left wingers start to believe it, and that becomes the image that they see when they think of right wingers or Trump supporters.
It's kind of like when you're like younger, like middle school or not, and you maybe with some friends or even people who aren't your friends, but whatever, and the group starts roasting like one person, like old ugly ass bitch ass. It becomes like a thing, and everyone just attacks that one person over something that they did, even if it doesn't make sense. And it just becomes the narrative, and all of a sudden that's the talk for the rest of the night about that person. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of what that is.
Even if it's a complete rumor.
Yeah, even if it's...
Or even if you just made it up.
Yeah, even if it's just like an inside joke, you know what I mean? Just mess it around. That's pretty much what they're doing with this, but they're taking it seriously.
I tell you. So, another thing that he said was, he stated that we'll have enough vaccines for every adult in the United States by May 1st. Later he backtracked and he said, well, by that I don't mean everybody's going to have a vaccine. I mean that everyone will be able to register and get in line for a vaccine starting May 1. And he's like, oh, and then the part after that, and he goes, so, if we all get vaccinated, and if we all do what we have to do, basically saying if you all do what we say you have to do, if you all get vaccinated, and if you all follow the rules, maybe, just maybe, you can have a very small gathering with a couple of friends or family members in your backyard for the 4th of July and celebrate not only our independence, but also our independence from the virus, because we'll have done everything that we were supposed to do. Okay, so let me tell you, if you're still wearing masks and if you're still socially distancing and if they're still telling you how many people you can have at your private residence, you're not independent from the virus, you're not independent from the government, you're not independent from shit.
You're just a sheep.
They'll say, oh, we can, and not only that, but how dare they try to hold the 4th of July hostage.
Regardless of what the hell the government says, on the 4th of July, I will be celebrating like a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm going all out on 4th of July, man. And I want to get as many people together as we can. I want to have the biggest super spreader event.
Yep. Mega people. We just need to get together like we did on July 6th.
I want the entire...
January
on
6th.
July 4th, I want the entire country to look like Florida.
Yep.
Florida, and Florida's going to be doing it. They're going to have the boat parades, and they're going to have the Trump convoys, and Florida goes all out, man. I love the people in Florida. They get such a kick from them.